It's number 4 on Grunge 90s Week, suggested by Vic. So, Vic, these are Vic's top 5 grunge songs from the 90s, apparently. This band I've never heard of. Silverchair?
No.
Joe? No?
No, I've never heard that name in my life.
Let's see what they're about.
Please, Diana, for as long as you're here, we're not. You make the sound of laughter, and sharpening nails seem softer, and I need you now somehow, and I need you now somehow. Open fire on the knees designed down the knees for you. Open fire on the knees designed what I need from you.
I definitely never heard this song before. Sounds like grunge, though.
Sounds like grunge. That was a nice chorus.
Yeah.
It threw me off a little bit because they do some kind of modulation. They like switch the key kind of, or like into like a relative key.
Yeah.
I think is what it's called. But that was a nice little melody over those chords. And I love grunge guitar tones. They're so.
Is
They're
grunge
so-
always? Is the guitar always lagging in time a little bit? It always feels like it's like.
Yeah, I think so.
It
Yeah,
always
it's-
feels like you're really pulling it along.
It's like stoner, like opioid rock. You know,
Yes.
it's like
90s. I see.
Yeah, it's like your head's hanging onto the side, and your eyes aren't open. You know, when you're playing, you're just kind of like,
You're just kind of shredding along.
yeah, it's heroin music, Joe. This man is very pretty.
Yes. He's in a wheelchair.
There was some shots in the beginning, real glamour shots, very bright. Look how beautiful he looks, like an anime character.
He does.
Stunning.
Is this like some sort of insane asylum situation and he's getting wheeled out? Like he doesn't. I'm curious to see.
Yeah, perhaps.
He does have his tie on.
I also really like his voice when he gets grunging.
Yeah.
And he gets a little raspy. Yeah, it's nice. It's good.
All right, let's see.
In my head, the flesh seems thicker. Some paper says corrode the film, and I need you now somehow, and I need you now somehow. Open fire on my knees, designed on my knees for you. Open fire on my knees, designed what I need from you. And you're my obsession. I love you to the bones. An anorexic love, like an anorexic love. Open fire on the knee designed underneath you. Open fire on my knees, desires what I need from you. Open fire on my knees, desires. on my knees, designed on my knees for you.
Did she murder someone?
No, she's washing her hands too much.
Right? Is she just washing her hands to until they bleed?
I think so. That's why I was just skeeving me out.
I thought she was washing off the blood of someone she killed or something like that.
I don't know. I think she was just going a little too far with it.
A little too far with the hand washing.
Yeah, talk about a phobia. Now I got
Yeah.
a phobia of people washing their hands too much.
Well, that
This shot is
actually-
beautiful.
That actually is like a type of OCD. Wash your hands too much.
This is a stunning shot from the water.
Yeah.
On my knees, designed on my knees for you.
I really like his voice. It's good. He's got a nice, good voice. Great grunge voice.
I like that it open fire
Yeah.
on the amazing design. Yeah.
And in the verses, he does a very nice falsetto. Did you hear it, Joe?
Let me hear it. Oh, no. Yeah. Go ahead.
But this chord change right here is strange.
Oh, wow. Yeah.
I don't know if it's like an edit for the music video and there's supposed to be another section because it feels very abrupt, right? Like musically strange. Or, you know, I mean, bands try to be unique and everything and they're just like, nah, don't do what's expected. Never let them know your next move.
I'm always changing things up.
Because, yeah, it feels like you like kind of tripped a little bit. You're like, oh, shit, here we are.
Yeah, it wasn't a clean transition. I mean, maybe that was the idea, which totally
Could be.
could have been,
Yeah,
but
people
it
get
doesn't.
creative.
It definitely doesn't feel good.
Because our ears are tuned to a specific movement in like in Western pop music. Like
Yeah.
we get used to how chords move, and that's not how we're used to.
That's why so many songs have the same chord progression,
Yeah,
because that's the one that feels nice. Yeah,
it feels nice.
It builds.
Well-
It comes from a safe place, moves to some tension, and then resolves.
Well, there's a way to modulate from one key to another, but I think they just kind of like jumped trains real quick.
Oh yeah.
Because here, let's hear it again. Because you think the chorus is gonna be like this, right?
Yeah.
But then
And man, that's almost like
it's a drop.
It's almost like the song changed.
Right? Yeah. That's,
It's almost like the album skipped to the next song right into the chorus.
but you know what's funny about things like that? Like, if that's not an edit for the music video, because sometimes they do that. They'll like, especially in these days, they
Yeah.
would like if your song was too
television.
long. Yeah, they'd be like, oh, it's got to be 3.5 minutes, which this is 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, about.
Yeah, if it's not that, I bet the more and more you listen to this song, your brain will just be like, "Yep, this is what happens," and it'll start to sound normal. That's what happens. Yeah,
It just sounds weird because if you've never heard the song before, it could be you could have an expectation for just how music generally flows.
Yeah,
And this one just kind of does it a little differently. But yeah, like you said, once you've kind of got your head wrapped around it, you'll start
Once
to
you
expect it.
But anyways, yeah, I just want to point that out. It was interesting.
And a lot of times it could not even be something that you recognize.
Mhm.
Like you recognize, I didn't recognize it, but I did feel like,
something was like,
something was weird.
wait a
But
second.
and like a lot of times when you listen to a song for the first time, it can feel weird, and you don't know why. Maybe you didn't really connect to it.
Yeah.
And then you hear it another time, and you're like, oh, this song's sick. But because it could be things like that, and then now you've kind of have a better expectation, or you can feel more connected.
Sometimes you got to take a song on the road and see
Absolutely.
Once you're behind the wheel of a large vehicle, whipping it at ungodly speeds.
Yeah, very large vehicle and a really bad audio system where you can only hear the high end, something like that.
Something like that.
That's my experience mostly.
That's ideal. But no, I thought this was a nice song. I love his voice, and the tones are good. I'm a sucker for these grunge tones. It's kind of funny. We've never done any grunge music.
No, not
This
one.
is the first time.
Yep.
But I really love it.
And there's
Look at
plenty
me
of,
wearing my flannel, looking like
Man,
a grunge.
did we plan that? We didn't even talk about it. I didn't even think about it till now.
I know. Look at me.
My
Move me
bro's
up to
over here looking like he's freaking
grunge land.
living in Seattle in 1991.
What's up, Scro?
Yeah.
Yeah, flannel was huge back in the 90s. I remember the older kids used to wear it
Yeah.
when I was a child.
And then they stopped, and then kind of when I was like graduating high school, they started wearing it again. Came back.
Flannel rocks. All right. That was fun. See ya.